Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the EAPicks.com TV show. I'm your host, Tony T, reminding you that EAPicks.com is a sports monitor where handicappers go on record with their picks to be monitored for the world to see every single day. Now it's time to go out to Las Vegas, Nevada, and reintroduce the show. Dave, the Meatman Scandaliato from PayAfterYouWin.com. Well, Dave, we got through the first day of the NCAA tournament out there in Las Vegas, and what's the mood like now that we got through Sunday and we've got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday without the NCAA tournament?
I'll be going to a lot of funerals this week. I know guys that went 1-20, 1-25, 2-10. It was an absolute massacre out here for the players. The house did extremely well, and no big surprise there. It was a tough week. I mean, you never know who was going to win. I mean, you got a lot of good seeds, good teams that were able to win. You had a lot of good teams that didn't win. You had high seeds that won. You had high seeds that lost. Nobody had any real idea what was going to happen over the 4 days, the first 4 days of the tournament. But now that we're down to 16 teams and all the games are going to be in prime time, we got 8 games this week, 4 on Thursday, 4 on Friday. It'll be a lot less to think about and a lot better chance to make some money. I did all right on Sunday. I went 1-1. I had Kentucky plus the points. I was a winner, but for some reason I went with Kansas. I don't know what I was thinking before I went to bed last night, and put a little bet in on the Jayhawks -6. That wasn't no good. So it was a 1-1 day for me, and my guys didn't get beat up. Well, I'm not going to sit here and tell you we made any money. We did make some money with the NBA over the weekend, but at least we survive another day. Like I said, we're still in the game, but there's a lot of people out here in Las Vegas licking their wounds right now. I'm just glad I'm not one of them.
That's right, Dave. And hopefully those funerals you go to, they'll be the wakes will be open casket.
Man, I tell you, I don't know, man. They got some guys. I might want to get cremated. I don't know, man. I mean, they got some, man. I tell you, I know a couple of guys out here. I'm not gonna bring up anybody's name, but man, it was ugly. It was ugly. There'll be people retiring from the business on Monday. There'll be people that they're just going to give up. They're going to give up because they embarrassed themselves this weekend past repairability.
Oh, wow. All right, Dave, I know you're looking at the game tonight for the audience. We're looking at the NBA contest as NBA's back in action. Some really good matchups. You got the Phoenix Suns on the road here to face the Atlanta Hawks, two teams that are, believe it or not, playoff contention. We got the Suns on the road favored by 1, total set at 214.5.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. You got one game, 6-7 teams game, one team, 6-7 games under 500, and you got one team, 12 games over 500. The team 12 games over 500 on the outside looking in the Western Conference. It's mind-boggling that the Phoenix Suns, if the playoffs started today, wouldn't get in. And what's even more mind-boggling is if the playoffs started today, the Atlanta Hawks would get in. So I don't know what to think, but I'm going to be on the Atlanta Hawks on a Monday night. They're a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde team. When they play at home, 19-11 on the season. One of the best home teams in the league. And when they play on the road, they just pass bad. They pass bad. And Phoenix, they've managed to pull up a winning record at home and on the road, but their road record is nowhere near as impressive as Atlanta's record at home. I just think the Hawks in this spot are the better team. They got more to play for. Like I said, if the playoffs started today, they're in. So they need to win to hold off the New York Knicks, while the Phoenix Suns need to win and then hope that somebody else kind of collapses down the stretch. So each team has a lot to play for on Monday night, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Atlanta Hawks at home plus the 1.
All right, Dave, the Meatman Scandaliato from PayAfterYouWin.com says go ahead and take the Atlanta Hawks at home plus the 1 against the Phoenix Suns. Just looking at this game, both teams aren't back-to-back. This is the spot here, Dave, where Phoenix played at Minnesota. The Minnesota to Atlanta road trip is the longest mileage allowed by the Union in back-to-back spots. So this is the worst spot in a back-to-back, having to fly from Minnesota to Atlanta. That's the greatest amount of distance allowed, I guess, in their Union contracts in a back-to-back.
That's hard to believe that's in the contract. I mean, that's hard to believe.
Yeah.
It's amazing what these guys get away with. First they can smoke weed, now they can determine how long the flight's going to be on the back-to-back games. Well, I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew that.
Well, that's something I remembered, and just I always look at that spot is whenever a team's got a back-to-back after playing Minnesota, flying to Atlanta. That's like the worst travel spot. So you're on the right side of that one with Atlanta. You know, Dave, we're looking here at the NBA card. We got a lot of games on tap here, and we also have NBA TV televising here a Portland-Miami game, and we've got some NIT on ESPN. I know you've got a great offer out there for your audience when they give you a call on your comp pick hotline at 888-375-2710.
I'll give you 2 free days, no strings attached. Every play that I release at payafteryouwin.com, www.payafteryouwin.com, payafteryouwin.com. I will personally give you over the telephone for free. No strings attached. You don't have to sign up for my second half package for basketball or hockey or my baseball package or my Sweet 16 NCAA deal. Leave your credit card in your wallet. Don't worry about talking to a sales guy. Give me a call, 1-888-375-2710. You know I'm going with the Atlanta Hawks. Just gave it to you right here on the EAPicks.com TV program. But I will have other plays going on Monday. And like I said, start your week out with a winner. Start your week out with a winner on Monday, winner on Tuesday. I know a lot of people, probably 80-90% of the people that watch this don't even know what it's like to get up on Wednesday and be ahead of the bookie. You know, normally by the time you get up on Wednesday, you've either had 2 losing days, a losing day and a winning day, but the losing day was bigger than a losing day, or a losing day and a push. But some kind of way on Wednesday, you're usually in the hole. Let's get out of that. Let's stop that. Let's get on top early in the week, and then we can get aggressive on Thursday and Friday when they play those 8 Sweet 16 games. So give me a call, 1-888-375-2710. And, of course, don't forget that every play that I release at payafteryouwin.com is monitored and documented at eapicks.com, www.picks.com. And, of course, eapicks.com is rapidly becoming the #1 documentational sports service on the Internet. And the bottom line is, you know, these other places, Don Best and Covers and Pregame and Vegas Insider, they let the handicapper put their own point spread in there, you know, and that can range big time. When you're taking a favorite, you know, you might put 3.5 down if you're taking a favorite, or if you're taking the underdog, you might put 5. It gives the handicappers a lot of leeway at these other places, and everybody knows that if you pad the point spread a 0.5 point to a point on every 100 games, you're going to push or win 5 of those games that you would have lost. Because out of every 100 games, you're going to lose 5 of them by a 0.5 point, by a point. So these guys aren't as dumb as they look. They know they can pad their record by putting in an inaccurate point spread. Where at eapicks.com, all the point spreads are generated from Chris, Costa Rica International Sports, or their American post-up site, which is bookmaker.eu. When you go to put the play in at eapicks.com, you are assigned a point spread. You don't get to put your own number in there. And that's why I tell people all the time, if you can find a guy that can win at eapicks.com, then you can make money too. The bottom line is, don't get foogabooed into thinking somebody's hitting 56, 57% when they're really hitting 50% because their manipulation of the numbers. Don't get foogabooed into that. Go to a sports monitoring service that you know you can trust, where the records are accurate. But most importantly, when you buy a pick, your ability to get down on the same point spread that the play was released at. That is the importance of eapicks.com. When you get a selection off of that site, you are going to be able to. You're gonna be able to, when you make your bet, you're gonna be able to. You're gonna be able to
get the number.
get down on that game and not have to worry about, should I buy a half a point? Should I do this? Should I do that? You don't have to worry about none of that stuff.
That's right, Dave, and that's exactly right. Here at EAPicks.com Sports Monitor, it's the Chris line. It's not some of those other, they don't have a choice of all these little line feeds. Oh, let me go ahead and poach this Bovada line that favors underdogs. Nope, it's the Chris line, and it's the most widely available line out there. And be sure you folks there to check out EAPicks.com Sports Monitor. You're getting the plays are monitored against a widely available number, and the handicappers have no choice in the number whatsoever. All right, let's review. Dave the Meatman Scandaliato says go ahead and take the Atlanta Hawks plus the point against the Phoenix Suns. And if you like 2 days worth of plays, premium plays from Dave the Meatman Scandaliato, the guaranteed plays that he puts up a pay after you win, the documented plays that he puts up at EAPicks.com Sports Monitor, you pick the day. Do you want NBA? Do you want to build up that bankroll for the Sweet 16? Or do you want the Sweet 16? You pick the 2 days. Give Dave a call. You see the number, 888-375-2710. You'll get 2 free days of premium plays from Dave the Meatman Scandaliato. All right. I'd like to thank Dave the Meatman Scandaliato from PayAfterYouWin.com for joining me today here on EAPicks.com TV show. Remind you that EAPicks.com is a sports monitor where handicappers go on the record with their picks to review by the world every single day. I'm Tony T. We're going to come back tomorrow.